It's no secret that if you want to get more business, then Google is the place to be. If you're a roofer and I need a roofer, I'm going to Google you. And you have to be on the first page or you won't get the call. You want to be on the first page of Google wherever you can. This is an audit I just did of a local roofing company. I picked them because I love the name, Best Roofing Texas. I can see what you're doing there. My first tip to anybody who might see this, it's way better to have a name like that, but also that already has keyword traffic. So for instance, roofing companies in Houston is searched however many times. That would be better of a domain name than Best Roofing Texas, which nobody Googles that. Does that make sense? Having the name of your Google profile being keywords that people are searching for and having a domain with that name is a big, big deal. And it can certainly help in an industry like roofing. But let's go through here. Love the name. They're just down the road from me. And I wanted to kind of run through what they're lacking on getting to the first page of Google and where they're doing great as well. So first and foremost, this little piece of software I have here does an audit of everything, of all of your social media, your website, your listings, your reviews, everything to do with your Google business profile and all the things you need to do to get it ranked on the first page. So this particular website got a score of 25%. And I always start with the website because that is where a lot of companies overlook it. They'll go and buy a cheap website or build it themselves and not do all the optimization that needs to be done for Google to love your website. After that, then we're talking about your listings. So what are local listings and why are they so important? For Google to give you a Google business profile, all you need is a Gmail, a cell phone to receive a text, and an address to receive a postcard. That's it. Because it's so simple to start one, Google doesn't trust any of us. It's really, really bad. You can easily get suspended. To make sure that doesn't happen, Google bots will go out all over the internet and look for evidence of your business. Much of that can be done very easily on other sites. So in this case, Facebook. I notice in roofing, hardly anybody creates a Facebook page. Will you get business because of a Facebook page? Hard to say. Not going to say yes, not going to say no. But Facebook is a super strong business reference that you are a real business. When your Facebook page matches your Google page and they're linked together, then that's a big win. I have some businesses that I rank on the first page of Google, and when I use a keyword search, the Facebook page will also pop up. That's how powerful Facebook can be, is it can rank on the first page of Google by itself. So definitely get a page, make sure it matches your Google page. Your business was found on Instagram, but not on Twitter. Again, are you going to get roofing jobs because of your Twitter account? Probably not. But you definitely want to have a Twitter profile with some content on it, because when Google goes out and looks for evidence of your business, that will definitely help. Twitter is another site that can rank on the first page. But beyond that, there are many, many other listings. These are the big ones that are the easiest to get, you can do on your own. But your business only has 14 total, and a lot of your listings have problems. Yelp's another example. I don't like Yelp, but Yelp's super strong on getting you on the first page of Google. So you definitely want to have a Yelp profile, but it makes even more sense that it matches exactly your Google profile. And in this case, there's some error. When it's yellow, there's some possible error that your Yelp profile doesn't match your Google profile. And there are 65 more of these things here. And what we do, this is a lot to do here. This is a lot of citations. You got some, like Better Business Bureau, but what's N49? These are all kind of mysterious and kind of confusing, but they're also on here because they're very important that you have them. Google needs to see this kind of thing. Now, if you want to set this on autopilot, then use a data aggregator. That's what we do, is we will register your business with these data aggregators. Think of them like the credit bureaus. All the credit bureaus are a little bit different, but they verify your credit and they verify that a bank can trust you to give you a credit card or whatever. Same thing here. Data Axle, Neustar, and Foursquare are these data aggregators. When you're registered with them and then someone like Mapster, whatever that is, goes to look for your information, they come here first. And when they see it matches, then you get this citation. Not only is this a local citation that's helpful for helping Google rank you, but it also comes across as a backlink. And if you don't know what backlinks are, those are other websites that point to yours as a legitimate business for whatever you do, in this case, roofing. Very important that you have a lot of these and that you're registered with the data aggregators. Reviews, only 14 reviews. It doesn't matter how much you spend on search engine optimization and websites. If you don't get reviews, you're not going to get business on Google. It's super important. Google places a high priority on your reviews. They read your reviews. If you do a Google search and look at the map, they'll even put a snippet of a review so people can quickly see your business, see what people say about you, and that helps them decide to call you. Having lots of reviews is super, super important. So we definitely help with this because it's just so crucial. So the clip that you're getting them at 0.17 times per month, no bueno. You need to be getting, as a roofer, be getting reviews once a week, once every 2 weeks at least. Social, okay, so social may not be that big of a deal for roofing. I definitely see a lot of these things missing for roofers in the general area. But trust me, Google wants to see this. Every business we create, we automatically create every social media profile. We automatically put in some content. And if there's an ability, then we get some reviews there too. Facebook reviews will show up on your Google profile. You definitely want reviews there. Next is your website. Okay, so this website, let's take a look at it. It looks like maybe you're building it yourself and maybe it's fairly new. I like it a lot for the content. There's lots of good content on here, but there's just some things that need to be cleaned up. So for instance, this is called the hero image. It's just kind of grayed out and you can't read the words on mobile. It definitely doesn't look good. I would definitely be cleaning this up. This is your first impression, and this is what, it's going to get me to click. So I see best roofing taxes and get a quote. I would have something more catching, not just quality and expertise. Give me a reason to click that button. And then this button needs to be everywhere. Everywhere. Get a quote, get a quote, get a quote. Contact us is fine. But when you're getting a quote, then you're taking the next step. You're taking two steps in one. They're not just contacting you, but they're also asking for a quote. So I would definitely have this button everywhere. And that would be the main call to action, in my opinion. Okay, so then back to this. So what this is telling me is there's a lot of stuff missing. All your links are missing. So you can see that when I click on or put my cursor over the Facebook in the header, it goes to a best roofing page, but somehow that wasn't detected in your local citations. Well, it might be that down here in the footer, where these things usually are, this one just goes to Twitter. This one just goes to Facebook. It's not going to a page. And just real quickly, it did not detect a Facebook page. Do you in fact have one? So let's click the link and see. Yeah, this content's not available right now. So something's wrong with your Facebook page. If you have one, it's definitely not showing. Okay, next. The number one thing with websites is probably page speed. You have these free tools, Core Web Vitals, Google Analytics, Google Search Console, Google Lighthouse. There's free tool after free tool after free tool that will tell you your speed and then give you a grade and then tell you what's wrong. In most cases, I won't go into the full report here, but in most cases, it's related to photos not loading quickly. And it's an easy fix. It takes a little bit of time, but it's an easy fix. But all of this stuff is kind of typical. Reduce unused CSS, reduce unused JavaScript. This is probably a theme that you purchased and built with, and it had a lot of extra stuff in it that you don't need. I would definitely clean that out because Google does not want to show slow websites. All right, after websites, let's talk about advertising. I'm not a big pay-per-click ad guy. I don't like it except when you really need a boost. In your case, you could run some pay-per-click, and it's telling me for these search terms here, you're looking at over 500 impressions a month and 8 clicks per month to your website. So generally speaking, if you ran an ad, it's telling me you would be fairly successful, especially in your general area, but you could also target other areas that you don't rank in at all, and that would be your fast forward button. But for me, ranking organically is way more important. I would really rather be in the top 3. So when you do a Google search of roofers near me, being in the top 3 of the maps is by far the best. We're just so tired of pay-per-click, spammy ads, poorly written ads. We're just all so tired of it. We scroll right past the ad section and we end up here. Now, this is looking favorable for you in the general vicinity. Of course, you should be first where your office is. Many people aren't, so at least you have that. But then after that, you're falling off pretty bad. And this is just in a small general area. There's not many people living in this geography right here. But you really need to be in the top 3. The top 3 people get 92% of the calls. The number 4th person, it just drops off so badly. So being in the top 3 is really, really big. I did pick a couple random close by competitors. I don't know a lot about this content because I'm not auditing them, but comparatively speaking to the people that are close to you, you're doing just as well as them on reviews. So you could easily crush them just by getting reviews. Legendary Roofing's getting more clicks than you, getting more traffic than you. And this does a calculation of value per click. So by using this calculation, you can determine the value of each organic click on your keywords. Based on this ratio, we grade your business based on how it compares to others in the industry. So they're getting traffic. That traffic is worth money. It's worth $6 a click. You're not getting that. It's probably because of website issues. And then terms you're ranking for, I mean, Best Texas Roofer, but there just isn't that much search traffic for that term. I tried it USA wide and Houston specifically, and it was 0 people actually searched for that term. You would want to be something a little bit different than that. But that's a part of a keyword search exercise where we go and find the keywords you should be ranking for. Okay, so that's a quick run through of this report. I wanted to point out a couple other things here. Your Google Business Profile, I love that you have 99 photos. From top to bottom, that's how people look at your business profile. So they will look at all your photos first. You should have really good engagement with these photos, because if you're on your phone and you're looking at this profile, you'll just swipe, a client will just swipe through all of these photos. And as a roofer, I bet you've got some great photos of damaged roofs and just the crazy things you must encounter. You must have some great pictures. You've got 99 of them. That's fantastic. Our elite level clients, we require 100 photos because they're so engaging. And it doesn't matter if anybody does business with you because of one of these photos. It's more important to me that Google's reading that. They're reading people who are on your platform, on your profile, just swiping away. This is engagement. They're reading. They're like, this is a hot profile. We need to show it to more people. After that, you have the ability to put in products. I know you don't sell products. You're offering services, but Google's kind of hidden your services. You know, they're on your website. I see that you have great service pages on your website, but they don't show them on your profile. Create them as products. Trust me, it's the next highest thing after photos and your address and your profile information. After that are products. So create a product called Roof Repair, put in some sales copy, have a link to call you now. That would be a big deal. Or visit your website to give you more traffic and more relevancy with your website. That's an easy hack to get more traffic and more boost to your Google profile and your website. I do see you have an offer in here from the owner. You're offering $100 off a complete roof replacement. These are great. These offers are great. I would even go further and add updates. Some of these great pictures that you have, I would turn them into updates. Just informational, educational kinds of things. If you had an update here, a picture of a roof problem, and it's a common thing that you see in Texas, and you want to share it with people, hey, be on the lookout for this. That would be a great place for that. So if I saw this then that would be engaging, and I'd be more likely to call you because you're educating me and showing me something. Oh yeah, I know about that. I need to get on it. That would be a great thing to do. We talked about photos. We talked about reviews. Definitely would up your review game. You haven't gotten one in 4 months, but kudos to you to answer the reviews. The best possible thing you can do here is not just say thank you. Tell a story. I was looking at a profile yesterday, and this woman's got a phenomenal strategy with her reviews. She basically writes, I would call it a love letter to the client. Like, it's a letter, and she's thanking them and talking about the experience they had. It's quite phenomenal. I'm telling you, if I read a review and then I saw them respond like that, they're getting my business because they're taking time, they care about their clients, and it's clear, and all they did was respond to the review, which that's what you're already doing. I would just improve the response and tell more of the story. I like to say they reviewed you, now you review them. That's what I like to say, kind of put it into perspective. Okay, and then there's the competition and so on and so forth. So that's a quick 16-minute SEO audit of Best Roofing Texas. Roofers have to be on Google. There's just no way around it. You're not going to sell your services on Instagram or TikTok unless you have a really serious Instagram game. If I need a roofer, I'm Googling it, and you've got to be on the first page. It's not that hard to do. There's just a strategy that needs to be put in place. We have that strategy. If you'd like to work with us, I'm Greg Tresler at HoustonDigitalMarketing.net, and we'd love to help. But I hope this information helps you. Give it to your marketer, some things that they can work on your behalf. Let them take this and run with it. Just giving this away for free because I love helping local businesses. You're in my neck of the woods. I'm over here in Webster/Houston, and wanted to provide you some great feedback. So have a wonderful day. Let me know if I can help.